Before diss tracks, before interviews, and long before the Super Bowl spotlight, a quiet power struggle was already unfolding in hip-hop. According to 50 Cent, this wasn't just rivalry, it was influence working behind closed doors. Blocked opportunities, silent warnings, and messages allegedly sent not through music, but through people. None of this was ever officially confirmed, but the pattern raised serious questions. To understand how one underground rapper ended up challenging the most powerful mogul in hip-hop, we have to go back to 1999, before fame, before billions, before everything changed.
In the ad,
Right.
Because of look, Jay-Z and them was putting it together. So I think they still harbor some energy towards me.
You think you were purposely left out of the ad?
That's 50 Cent addressing what Jay-Z allegedly did behind closed doors. But there's more to this story that often goes unspoken. According to various claims, it didn't stop with a blocked opportunity. Some sources have suggested that Jay-Z may have sent representatives to 50 Cent's residence with a clear message to stop speaking publicly. These claims have never been officially confirmed, but they point to a rivalry that runs much deeper. To understand where this all started, we need to go back to 1999. A young Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, hungry for recognition, released a track that would permanently alter his standing in hip-hop rivalries. The song was called How to Rob. In it, 50 mockingly referenced robbing nearly every major figure in the industry, including Sean Corey Carter, known worldwide as Jay-Z. This wasn't just playful satire, it was a bold declaration from an underground artist with nothing to lose. In New York's unforgiving rap scene, where reputation was everything, 50 had effectively placed a target on the backs of the industry's elite. Jay-Z, already rising toward dominance, took notice. Jay-Z responded later that year on Volume 3, Life and Times of S. Carter, with a line that became legendary. "I'm about $1, what's 50 cents?" This exchange established a dynamic that would last decades. Jay-Z positioned himself as the untouchable mogul, while 50 Cent embraced the role of the relentless challenger. The tension simmered throughout the early 2000s. During the 2003 Rock the Mic tour, which featured both artists, fans noticed subtle jabs and reactions on stage, revealing friction beneath their professional coexistence. What made this rivalry unique was its restraint. It wasn't explosive or violent like other conflicts 50 had. It was calculated. In interviews years later, 50 summarized it simply: they were in the same business, but not friends. The mid-2000s introduced another layer. 50's massive success with Get Rich or Die Tryin' coincided with Jay-Z's retirement following the Black Album. 50 later claimed his dominance contributed to that decision, an opinion rather than a verified fact. Fast forward to 2017, and the rivalry resurfaced publicly. 50 dismissed Jay-Z's 4.44 as music that catered to a more corporate audience, implying a departure from the streets. But the moment that truly exposed the depth of the tension came in 2022, surrounding the Super Bowl halftime show.
I wasn't in the ad because of look, Jay-Z and them was putting it together. So I think they still harbor some energy towards me.
You think you were purposely left out of the ad?
No.
Okay.
I don't think. I think that they were saying the NFL had some issues with me that I don't know what those issues are. Like, what is the issue? You see what I'm saying?
50 Cent later claimed that Jay-Z, through Roc Nation, attempted to prevent his inclusion in the performance. According to 50, the issue surfaced through behind-the-scenes conversations that eventually reached him.
You see, yeah, that's why I talked to the big homie. You saying, told Jay, he was telling me, the white boy wouldn't do the truth without 50.
I hit the homie, the big homie Jay-Z, right? And I told him to come pull up on me. And he pulled up on me, and he said, the white guy called for 50 Cent.
What changed everything was Eminem's involvement. Multiple accounts suggest Eminem insisted on 50's inclusion, refusing to move forward without him. This episode highlighted a clear contrast. Jay-Z operated through institutional power and corporate influence. 50 relied on loyalty and public exposure. Roc Nation's partnership with the NFL gave Jay-Z significant influence, and the allegation that it was used strategically reflected the modern nature of industry rivalries.
And I'm like, that's when I start saying crazy stuff, big, because I look and I go, oh, that's your big homie, right? So he imaged himself after a gay painter.
Okay.
Big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
50's response was typically provocative. He mocked Jay-Z's cultivated cultural image, targeting the aspects Jay-Z values most. Their rivalry also intersected with Jay-Z's marriage to Beyoncé.
Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyoncé. Mm-hmm. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Not trophies. Those fucking trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
50 suggested that Jay-Z's Grammy success increased after his marriage. This was framed as opinion, not fact, but it challenged perceptions of legacy and independence. By 2024, the dynamic shifted again. As legal controversies surfaced around industry figures, 50 positioned himself as a documentarian rather than a spectator. In December 2024, allegations emerged against Jay-Z in an amended civil lawsuit. Jay-Z strongly denied the claims, calling them false and defamatory. His legal team cited inconsistencies, and on February 14, 2025, the lawsuit was withdrawn with prejudice. Jay-Z declared the outcome a full victory.
He says, I gotta do a documentary on this ASAP. And he posts a picture of Jay-Z lighting, a cigar. Damn, they got your man Jay in the files. I gotta do a doc on this. And then he posts another picture of Jay-Z, wearing this particular outfit. Basically somebody who looks like he is about to go down. So 50 Cent is ready to work with Netflix. And I think Netflix would be open arms to this conversation because they just racked up 50 million views on the first documentary.
Despite this, 50 publicly stated that he was ready to document the situation, signaling that documentaries had become the new battleground for hip-hop conflicts. In early 2026, millions of pages were released under transparency laws.
What do you do to get thrown in that mix? What do you do, guys, to get thrown in that mix? To me, it's more so not what you have done, but more so, why is the betrayal starting now? Who is the target on his back? Why are they doing this to him? What is the sole purpose?
Jay-Z's name appeared in unverified anonymous tips. Experts emphasized these were not evidence, investigations, or charges. No action followed, but online speculation surged. 50 framed himself as having nothing to hide, positioning himself as a cultural watchdog rather than a provocateur. Jay-Z reportedly remained silent, focusing on business as controversy threatened long-standing partnerships. 50, by contrast, leaned into controversy as part of his brand. This pattern defines his career. From Ja Rule to Rick Ross, The Game, Kanye West, and others, 50 followed a consistent strategy: identify weaknesses, apply public pressure, and never let up. The situation with Jay-Z represents the application of that strategy against hip-hop's most powerful figure. Whether it succeeds remains to be seen, but history suggests one thing is certain: 50 Cent never backs down. In a genre built on authenticity and accountability, unpredictability remains his greatest weapon.